Dear students, in the present lecture, we are going to learn external audit. External audit is also called as statutory audit. In the previous lecture, we get information about internal audit. There are two types of audit, internal audit and external audit. But now we are related with external audit. External audit is conducted by the external person or external parties. The external audit is conducted by external person who is not directly related to the organization. Therefore, it is called as external audit. External audit is compulsory audit to various organizations as per their laws. Generally, rules and regulations for external audit are prescribed by the respective acts. For example, in case of banking business, there is a Banking Regulation Act. In case of companies, there is a Companies Act 2013. Therefore, it is necessary to note that while conducting audit of organization, the respective acts should be taken into consideration by the auditor. The respective acts lay down rules and regulation in respect of appointment of auditors, their qualifications, removal, rights, duties, powers, and liabilities. It means that the entire procedure regarding auditor is provided in the respective act. Also, the scope of auditor's work is laid down in respective acts. The duties and rights of the auditors can be extended. This is very important. The duties and rights of auditors can be extended, but they cannot be curtailed by the directors or shareholders or any other officer, etc. From this, we know that the duties and rights of an auditor may extend but cannot curtailed by anyone. External audit is compulsory, therefore, the organization should take precaution for keeping their accounts up to date. Now we are concerned with characteristics of external audit. It is also called as essentials of external audit. External audit or statutory audit is mandatory in nature. The nature of external audit is compulsory. There are various types of organizations like companies, banks, insurance companies, cooperative societies, local authorities. They have required to get their accounts audited from the qualified chartered accountants, and this is mandatory. It is also very essential to note that the auditor must be chartered accountant. Chartered accountant, this is the degree of accountancy field which is recognized for conducting audit of the various organization. It means that chartered accountant is related with financial services and audit work. The auditor should not incur any disqualification during the course of audit. Auditor should be alert for his work. He should take necessary precaution, and he should keep in mind there should not be breach of contract. The auditor appointment is made according to the provisions of the relative or relevant acts. In the commercial world, commercial organizations have required to follow the acts passed by the government in order to protect the interests of society. External audit is always a complete audit. It means that all financial matters is checked in auditing. Auditing is the examination of books of books records of the organization. External audit enables the appointing authority to get full disclosure of material facts. It means that during the audit time, the employees of the organization or company should provide necessary information records to the auditor for efficient working of the audit. Now we are going to discuss what is the difference between internal audit and external audit. Internal audit is the audit conducted within an organization due to approval of management. Therefore, it is noted that internal audit is an arrangement made by the organization for checking books of accounts and records. External audit means audit conducted by external party or parties due to statutory requirement. Here we noted that external auditor is not concerned with the organization or client. Here internal audit is approved by the management, but external audit is approved by the government. Objective: internal audit is meant for management. Therefore, it has to ensure that the accounting systems and procedures meet the needs of the management. Management is a task of planning, coordinating, and motivating the efforts of others towards a specific task. Management means manage men tactfully. In internal audit, the approval of management is essential, and management also consider the what are the good accounting system and procedures and that can be implemented in the company or commercial organization, and internal audit checks whether these accounting systems and procedures have been properly implemented within an organization. External audit is meant for management as well as for outsiders for reliable financial data. It means that external audit is concerned with management as well as outsiders. External audit has, therefore, to ensure that the profit and loss account and balance sheet show a true and fair view of the state of their affairs of the company. In case of a company, there are two types of company: public limited company and private limited company. In case of company, audit is compulsory. That type of audit is known as external audit. In external audit, the auditor should see that whether the profit and loss account and balance sheet are giving true fair view of their affairs. It means that profit and loss account is also known as income statement. Income statement shows either profit or loss made by the company during a year. Balance sheet shows financial position of the company as on a particular date. Appointment. Internal auditor is appointed by the management. Internal auditor is an employee of the organization. The appointment of internal auditor is not compulsory. On the other hand, external auditor is appointed by shareholders in the annual general meeting, that is known as AGM, or in certain circumstances by directors or by the central government. External auditor is not an employee of the organization. The appointment of external auditor is compulsory. From this appointment point, we know that internal auditor is appointed by the management, but external auditor is appointed by shareholders. Qualification. In case of internal auditor, there is no specific qualification, but in case of external auditor, qualification is significant. External auditor must be possess the qualification of chartered accountant, that is CA. Scope. The scope of internal audit is determined by the management, but the scope of external audit is determined by law. The scope of internal audit is limited to the organization, but the scope of external audit is wider than internal audit. Period. Internal audit may cover any period, but external audit generally covers one accounting year. It means that we are related to the financial matter of one year. It means that in auditing, accounts of a year can be audited. But in case of internal audit, there is no specific period. Internal audit is a continuous work. Internal audit is not compulsory. It means that internal audit is optional, but external audit is compulsory and it is carried for the period of a year. Another point of difference is test check. Internal audit is complete audit. It is carried out in detail as each entry is checked. Hence, internal auditor cannot apply test check. Here, internal audit is complete audit. Therefore, there is no use of test checking. It means that test checking system is not applied in internal audit. External auditor can apply test check if the internal control system is effective. Internal check system is the part of entire control system. If the company has implemented proper internal check system for that purpose, an auditor can apply test checking of the transactions. Few transactions are checked randomly. It means that in external audit, by considering the nature of transaction, the transactions of similar nature can be checked by applying test check system. Therefore, in external audit, internal check system generally generally implemented. Therefore, external auditor can apply test checking system of the transactions. Instead of observing and checking all things, test check or sample check system is followed. Nature. Internal audit is carried out continuously throughout the year. So, internal audit is a continuous work. That system is designed by management because internal audit internal auditors are employees of the organization. That's why internal audit is a continuous audit. External audit is carried on periodically, usually at the end of the year. From this point, we noted that external audit is periodical audit, it is not continuous audit, and it is non-concurrent audit. Responsibility. Internal auditor is responsible to management, but external auditor is responsible to shareholders. From this point, we noted that the appointing authority is playing dominant role for in case of responsibility. In internal audit, the auditor is responsible to the management. He gives report of work done by him to the management. But in case of external audit, auditor is responsible to shareholders because the auditor is appointed by shareholders and the responsibilities are fixed by the shareholders of the auditor. Therefore, an auditor is required to give report of his work to the shareholders. Remuneration. In case of internal audit, remuneration of internal auditor is fixed by the management. But in case of external audit, the remuneration of external auditor is fixed by the shareholders. Status. Internal auditor is dependent on the management and as such he does not enjoy status of independence. External auditor is independent and he enjoys status of independence. Duties. The duties of internal auditors are decided by the management and that can be reduced, that can be curtailed. But in case of external audit, the duties of a statutory auditor are laid down by law applicable to enterprise and that can be extended but cannot be reduced. Therefore, we note that duties of internal auditors are decided by the management that can be reduced, but the duties of external auditors are laid down in the respective act and that can be extended but cannot be curtailed. Report. The internal auditor submit his report to the management because the internal auditor is appointed by the management. Therefore, it is duty of an internal auditor to give reports of his work to the management. But in case of statutory or external audit, the external auditor submit his report to the shareholders. It means that the auditor, it may be external or internal, responsible to the appointing authority. So, in this way, in the present lecture, we discussed about external audit, characteristics of external audit, and difference between internal audit and external audit. From this discussion, we get information about what exactly difference between internal audit and external audit. Internal audit is optional in nature. External audit or statutory audit is compulsory or mandatory in nature. Internal auditor is appointed by the management. External auditor is appointed by shareholders. Internal auditor has required to give his report to the management, but external auditor has required to give report of work done by him to the shareholders. The rights, duties, and remuneration of internal auditor is fixed by the management, but the rights and duties of external auditors are given in the respective acts that related to the particular concern. So, this is the brief information about external audit, and in this way, I am concluding my speech. Thank you.